Good morning everyone, I am Judge Samuel. This is my second English review. Today I am going to talk about Aravind Adiga's The White Tiger. This is written in the year 2008. In the same year he got the Man Booker Prize for this novel. This is his debut novel. He have written another 3 more books. The latest one is Amnesty, along with the other 3 Indian veterans like Arundhati Roy, Salman Rushdie and Kiran Desai. He also got the Man Booker Prize. He is the 4th Indian to get this prize. He is one of the youngest prize winner from India. He is born and brought up in Chennai, but his native place is Mangalore. He was settled in Australia. He studied his MPhil in Columbia University, PhD in English literature in Oxford University, London. This is a story about a man's quest for freedom, who named as Balram Halwai. He is the main protagonist of this story. He came from a small village called Laxmangarh. His father is a rickshaw puller. He is from a very poor family. He wants to come up in his life. He doesn't want to stay as a normal boy, but unfortunately he is not able to continue his study after 8th standard because his grandmother Kusum want to work as a tea shop laborer. He used to clean the plates in the tea shop. Till 8th standard he was a bright student. Even the school inspector called him as a white tiger, which is a rare specimen because he used to answer the questions in a very simple way. He is very bright inside the classroom. Unfortunately, because of his poverty and his class structure, he is not able to pursue his studies. One point of time he wanted to become a driver. With the help of Mr. Vijay, he became a driver and he joined with Mr. Ashok, his master's family, as a driver, and he became the driver for Mr. Ashok, Pinky Madam, and his elder brother Mangoose, who is who is a irritating guy who used to treat him as a slave. So it's like he became a second driver initially. Later on he climbed up the ladder, like he became very close to Mr. Ashok. He doesn't have any hard feelings about the Ashok and Pinky Madam. One point of time Pinky Madam met with an accident. She accidentally killed a young boy, and they asked him to accept that crime, accept that case. Even Balram agreed. Since he is a driver, he doesn't have any other choice. So what happened? But after a while, the young boy's parents doesn't give a complaint about his death. So he was relieved from the case, and he used to watch Mr. Ashok, who is bribing politician bureaucrats for tax invasion. They have done a lot of illegal activities by running their business as like other rich people do on his area, because in his village no one studied well. He is the one who wants to study well. Unfortunately, he is not able to continue his studies. Then he saw watching Ashok bribing to different people. He wants to become an entrepreneur like Ashok. So one point of time he killed Ashok and he took his money, 7 lakh rupees, and he fled away to Bangalore with his cousin Dharam, and he make a travel business called White Tiger travel agency, who offer services for call centers and software companies. He also became a corrupted politician who used to bribe politicians and police officials to bring up his business. The whole novel is written in the form of letters. It has been written in 7 consecutive nights to the Prime Minister of China, who Balram admired him very much. So he is sending this letter about his life, his entrepreneurial journey. This is all about this story. Here you can see this novel talks about the quest for freedom, about the Balram Halwai's journey, and it talks about corruption, politics, class difference, caste system, everything. He doesn't have any rage against his master Ashok, but because of the class system, he killed him to get the money to climb up in the ladder to build his own kingdom. So what happened? Pinky Madam killed that boy in Aini. Balram killed Ashok, Mr. Ashok, his master. So he started his journey like that. So in this novel he talks about 3 important fevers like typhoid, cholera and election fever. He used to tell that election fever is the worst because people doesn't have anything to talk about except fever. So he is mocking the whole scenario, the darker side of India. Also he tells about the bright and the light and the darker side of India. In the light we can see the Gurgan, malls, politicians, bureaucrats, rich people. On the darker side we can see the cooliwalas, laborers, factory workers, drivers, a lot of people. So he is not able to understand that imbalance. Because of the corruption, he felt the country was completely corrupted because of these scenarios, and he wants to come out from the darkness. That's what he chose to kill Mr. Ashok. I felt that Balram Halwai became a mouthpiece for author to establish his ideas. In a way, he is telling the chilling truth. We can accept that. I expect him to do it well about his emotions, but it has not been described in this novel. And apart from that, you can see that he used to use that phrase word rooster coop, because underprivileged children was shut under the chicken cage. They remain as a chicken. They train to remain as a slave from the rich people. That's what happened in this novel. They are not able to come out from that slavery. They are not able to come out from that rooster coop. That's what he meant in this novel. Here I want to read one quote from his: "We are made mysteries to ourselves. By the rooster coop we are locked in." I hope you understand the idea of this novel. I would like you to read this novel very much. In olden days we have a different caste system, but here in Balram Halwai's story, he mentions in India, he mentioned there are two destinies. One is the man with big belly, the man with the small belly. Eat or get eaten up. That is the concept here he handled in this story. It was clearly mentioned throughout the novel. So it should be a discussion after reading this novel. I felt it's very important to read this novel. You will find out a lot of different truth and area about India. And even though we have a wonderful tradition in our country, he failed to mention that. That's what I thought once I read the novel. But the Booker committee said this is one of the best novel which describes India. Even it became a New York bestseller for so many years. So I hope you love this review. If you really want to read this novel, kindly read it, and please subscribe my channel, comment, like and share it with your friends. You can comment your perception about this novel on the comment section. Until then, bye. George Samuel.